come join us for a little story time today. 13 days till her first trip to Walt Disney World. All right, so I thought from now until we actually get to Disney World in a couple weeks, I'll start sharing some of my experiences that I've had in Disney World the last 16 or so times I've been. So the very first time that I went to Disney, I was 5 years old. I have one younger brother and he was 2.5, like exactly 2.5. So since he was only 2.5, the first few times we went, we would take a stroller because he was too young to walk for very long. Now, I swear I didn't do this on purpose, but a lot of the times I would end up throwing up. I think I threw up every single year we went to Disney until I was in like 5th grade. So when I got sick, I got to stay in the stroller. Now, I could not have been doing this on purpose because when I got sick, I, for the whole day, could only eat toast and bananas. I love sugar. I've always loved sugar. So there's no way that me, being a 6-year-old, wanted to get sick so I couldn't have Mickey ice cream bars for the rest of the day. Now, it was a different reason that I got sick each time. Sometimes I think it was because I did like eat too much sugar, but there was one time I know for sure what it was, and this will make you look where you're going when you go to Disney. So this particular sickness time happened when I was probably 9 years old. I was definitely old enough to know better than to do this. So we were in line for Space Mountain, and if you don't know, that queue line is super dark. I was having fun holding on to both handrails the whole entire way. So there's usually like a bar that you can just grab with your fist, and I held it all the way up and down that queue, all the way until I stepped in a pile of someone else's vomit. I'd been touching my little hands all up and down the queue, and I stepped in vomit. It wasn't me stepping in the vomit, it was me going up and down the line with my hands. And I know myself, back when I was 9, I put my finger in my nose, probably in my mouth and my eyes. All of the orifices had been touched. So later that evening or the next morning, I'm not sure which, but I know that I got sick, and I spent the next day and a half in the stroller. Yay, how fun, but not, because throwing up is never fun. But I learned to not touch the railing if at all possible, because sick people are touching it all the time and you don't know. And even if you don't put your hands in your mouth or your eyes or your nose, you can still get sick just touching, and it ends up, somehow getting in. So that's a not so fun story. Come back tomorrow. I'll tell a less disgusting, more exciting story.